Hey guys, Crispy Vids, welcome back to the channel. So today we've got something a bit different here. I've done a couple of these over the last couple of weeks. So here I have a iMac. This is a late 2015 21.5-inch iMac Retina, and it's just running super slow. Like you click on something and you can just about go make a coffee and come back and it'll open. Takes about 6 minutes to start up. So I've just recently done a 2019 iMac 21.5-inch and a 2017 iMac 2017 model. They've all relatively pretty much been the same. Obviously, there's more room in the 27-inch one, but everything else is basically the same. I can't say that there's been any major differences between them. The main thing is you get the screen off. Make sure not to damage the camera and the cable, and you have an adhesive kit and a new solid state hard drive. So that's what we're going to do to this one today to try and speed it up. It has been successful with the other two that I've already done, so I'm hoping that it's the same with this one. It just seems to, the old spinning drives just don't seem to hold up over the test of time, and the SSDs just make it that much faster. So let's get into this and I'll show you how to do it. So you can follow a set of instructions. ifixit do a very good set of instructions which I followed to do my previous two, so I'll link that in the description. But you just need to get the right adhesive kit to suit your size screen, and obviously the right hard drive. I have used the same hard drive for the 2015, 2017 and 2019 iMac models. They all seem to be exactly the same, so I've been pretty happy with that, and I've been happy with the Crucial MX500 hard drive. It just makes everything so much snappier. So the adhesive kit that you buy will come with these two tools to help you get the screen off. So there is this adhesive all the way around this screen, which we need to get off. And we've also got the other tools that we require. So we've got a screwdriver with the I've got a T8 and a T10 there at the moment. I've got the whole kit behind me if we need it. Got a set of tweezers, got some spudges, got a little guitar pick to help if it needs to get any more adhesive, or a couple of plastic cards to slide in here and help get the screen off. So yeah, I'll just get this adhesive kit out of the way, hard drive out of the way for now, and we'll get these tools out of the way for now. So you want to start, I don't have a service wedge, so I just sort of lay it on the table. It doesn't seem to need a service wedge. I didn't need it for the other ones, but ifixit do sell a service wedge if you really want to buy one. You want to start from the left hand side where the power button is, just here. So the idea of this is it basically just cuts the adhesive as you roll it around the screen. So you'll see there's a little small gap between there. It's basically just like a pizza cutter, and you want to get that in, roll that up and down the screen. Now we'll get on to the last side just here. Now I like to sort of just hold on to this in case it wants to fall off, but I haven't had that happen in the past, so you can hear it cutting through the adhesive. And that all feels pretty loose there. Now you can see that that screen's quite wobbly. Yep, so we are good with that. Now, probably the easiest way to do this is to sort of lay it down on a table or something like that. Now, I'll just move this camera a little bit so you can see. Sorry about all the fingerprints on that. But you then want to use your plastic cards. I've just got some coffee rewards cards here. And get that in there like that. And you can see that starting to pry up there. You can get another one in the other side. Gently run that through. You can see this iMac here has got a scratch on the screen there. And you can hear it lifting away. So that's how you know you've got all that adhesive off. And just be careful, you don't want to force it. If it's tight, there's a reason. So I'll just get the camera down lower so you can see what goes on inside here. Okay, I've just got that camera down a bit lower now, and you can see that adhesive is coming out the side there. So we'll just get this screen up again. And you can probably see just in there, so there's two cables. One is the power supply and one's the display. So we need to get both those out. The one closest to us here is a simple grab the cable, wriggle it out side to side, and it just pulls out. The other one, it's suggested to use a spudger or a set of tweezers, and there's a little plastic tang on it, little tag that hangs off, which you can grab with the spudger and lift that. And once you lift the plastic tab, it lifts a bit of a little metal. Sorry, I'm blocking that there, just there. But there's a little metal retainer. So once the metal retainer is lifted, you can just pull that straight out as well. Just like that. So then once that's disconnected, the screen doesn't have anything else holding it in except the adhesive along the bottom edge now. So what you want to do is gently slide that up. Now, one thing you just want to be careful of is don't touch any of that there because there's capacitors on it that could still have a bit of charge in it. They also come with tabs that you can pull. If it'll all come. Like so. And you can do the same to the other side. And that's removed all that adhesive from the bottom, so that screen's now loose. I'll just get this screen off and I will adjust the camera up so we can see the hard drive. Okay, so we've got the fan here, you can see it's quite dusty. We've got the solid state hard drive there, power supply, we've got a speaker on this side, a speaker on this side, and the logic board. So you can see that camera there. Even if you were to go in with that tool, it would only just touch that, so you just got to be careful of that, like I was saying earlier. Another thing you have to be careful of that's in the ifixit instructions is the speaker on this side actually has this little tiny wire going through the top of that speaker and down, and that's actually a power button switch. So you don't want to move that without disconnecting this wire and without taking those screws there out and taking this little suspension part there that the screen sits against out. So it's a little tiny piece of metal with this stuff here on it, you want to take, if you want to remove this to make this whole process easier, take that out first, then remove this plug here. It just pulls straight out. Take those two screws out, and all you want to do is gently slide this up till you can see the wire, and then pop the wire out of that groove, because you will rip the wire out of the power button. Okay, so it's the T10 Torx fittings to get the hard drive out. So we'll just check that there. Yep, we've got the T10 there, and it's written just there on the bit. So with the hard drive, you've got two screws here that are the same. They're 21mm screws. Then you've got this one here that's a 9mm screw, and this one here that's a 27mm screw. So if you just take them out and lay them down in your work area in the order they come out, you'll just want to put them back in the same way. So we'll just lay them out so we know where they go. What we have done with this computer as well is we've done an update to the latest software that it can accept, and that's Monterey. So we did a Time Machine backup, and we should be able to just pull this out and restore the operating system. Oh, let's get that off. Restore the operating system, and then just restore from backup. And to restore from backup, I'm going to use Option Command R, which is like an internet recovery. So once you turn the computer on, it won't work because there's no operating system. You need to reinstall the operating system onto the new hard drive. Option Command R is internet recovery. It will install the latest software onto the computer. So with this hard drive, all we have left to do is get this out of the holder. Now it's still connected via the SATA cable, so you can just push that off there, and there you have your old 1 terabyte 2.5 inch drive. So let's just move that back a little bit, and we'll prep this new hard drive. So like I said, we've got the Crucial MX500, solid, very solid hard drive. It's a solid state. Very good reviews. Everyone recommends them for quick installation into a Mac. Now, it does come with the adapter, so we will need to use that because, as you can see here, it's thinner than the original. So we just want to build that up a bit. So we get these. Now that came out of there that way, so we just want to put, I don't think this really matters too much, but we should get away without putting new adhesive on that because it's still sticky. So just take them off in the same way they are. And we have a look at the hard drive. You can see that the connector lines up with the bottom, like that. So what we want to do is put the adapter plate on the top. So we'll just take the adhesive off this, and all you have to do is stick that onto the top of the hard drive like that, and you've got it back to the same thickness as that now, so when we put it in there it's going to work. Now we stick these sides back, the rubber sides back on, which hold the hard drive in. Very easy to put on. And the other side as well. And there you have it. We got our new solid state hard drive ready to pop into the computer. So I'm just going to go and I might just go and get the dust out of this before I put this in, because I can see it's going to be a bit hard to do once the hard drive's in there. So all I'm going to use is a bit of can compressed air, pressured air, just to clean that out. I don't want to use like air compressor unless you've got a good system on it to eliminate any moisture, because we don't want to be blasting moisture into this. So I'll just go and do that and I'll be back. Okay, so you can see this is all nice and cleaned out now. I've given that quite a good blowout with some canned air. It blew a whole heap of other dust that was out underneath there too, so it's always good to give it a bit of a clean while you got it open. Now, okay, this is a little bit tricky to get this cable back in without taking this speaker out, and I really don't want to have to take that speaker out, so I'm going to try and use a spudger to just get that cable back into the hard drive. So just bear with me. It might be a little bit time consuming, a little bit tricky, but we'll see how we go. Okay, so the easiest way to do this is to sit that hard drive in there and then wiggle that SATA cable around until you get it right, and then you can get the spudger in there and hopefully just wiggle that into that hard drive using the speaker as a little bit of leverage there. So that's already gone right in, so that's been pretty successful really, without this is going to be all left open sort of thing. So what I like to do is, once I've got everything in, I will put the screen back on, plug the screen cables back in, leave this old adhesive on so it doesn't mark anything on the screen, and I'll just use some masking tape around the edges just to hold the screen on. So I'll just start putting this back together. So just make sure that nothing's loose or anything like that. This one here is quite safe to put back on. So I'll put that small one back in the bottom. The long one goes in there and down to the nutset right down the bottom. We can tighten those ones up. Now you don't need to do these over tight, but you don't want to leave them loose either, so just a nice firmness about it. Now when you put this one back on, you just want to make sure that you don't squash that power cable in there. So I like to sort of slide that towards the power cable so it doesn't get crimped in there. Now these two are the same length, so they can just go straight back on like that. And there you have the hard drive installed. So what you want to do now, once that hard drive's in, is just get that screen back on. And it's exactly reverse order. Right now we're not going to use any adhesive because we don't want to go and waste our sticker kit if it doesn't work. So we're just going to put this back on, connect the cables back in, and use some green masking tape just to tape the corners up so the screen doesn't fall off. I'll just plug this in and I'll reinstall the OS, and I'll come back and show you how to change the adhesive kit over. So we've done the hard drive upgrade. I'll just show you inside this again now that it's all done. We've got the hard drive in there. All is working really good. Managed to put the new operating system back on using Command Option R, and the most up-to-date software that could go on this iMac was the Monterey one. So we'll just lay that screen down there for a sec, and the last thing left to do now that everything works fine is to just get the adhesive off and put the new stickers on. So there is also an ifixit guide to putting the stickers on, because there is a couple of, it basically covers from the 2012 model all the way up to the 2019, I think it is, 2019. So all you want to do is just follow that. It's very, very simple. These can only go basically on one way because of the shape of them. You can see they're covered. There's a little bit of adhesive on the aerials just there. They go that way. Now the ones at the bottom is really the only thing you have to watch out for, and this Mac doesn't have it, but the 2019 ones do. There's a little microphone hole just down there on that bottom edge. So you can see, I'll just show you on the ifixit's website, so you can see just there, that's the bottom edge on the iMac, and there's a little hole there, so you just want to position the cutout, which you can see just there on that sticker, over that microphone, so you just don't want to block it. So what I'll do is I'll just get these out and show you roughly which one goes where. So you can see that one there with the antenna covers on it, and there's no sticky on that side. So that obviously can only go on one way. So it goes on like that. And that doesn't stick to the other side of the screen then, but it will stick to each antenna there. One little trick you can use is you can use like a paper clip through the hole there and through the hole there, so you can hold that tight with the paper clips poking through it, and then with the sticky side removed, you can place it down onto that with the little holes that are lined up in that there. You can see this one here is obviously for that other side. It's pretty hard to get these incorrect. The ones with the little tabs here, so the little L-shaped tabs, there's two of those. So they're the ones for the bottom. That one, the short one goes on that side. The long one goes on that side because it's got that microphone cut out, but we don't have that microphone here, so that one will go there. Now, these sort of position roughly, so the L-shaped bits are just inside of those stickers. And then you can see the last two stickers that we've got here. It's got a little bit of a thing to cover there for that aerial. So that one will go on that way, and that one will go on that way. And you can use the paper clips for all this all the way around. It's not that hard to get the stuff off either. So I just pick up one corner and you just basically pull it, do the same to the screen, give it a wipe with alcohol, and you're good to go. So that's how we've replaced the hard drive in this 2015 iMac. I hope this has helped anyone that has a really sluggish iMac and just wants to get it feeling absolutely brand new again. Just to give you an idea of what this one did in this machine, it brought the startup time from 4 minutes and 30 seconds up to 30 seconds. And it also brought restart, so closing down and coming back on again, from 6 minutes 45 to 45 seconds to when you're putting the password in and it's a usable computer ready to go. So massive improvement for this machine. All apps and everything load super quick now. So it's been quite a success. So I really hope this has helped anyone that needs to speed their Mac up. So hit that like and subscribe button if you can, that'd be great. And thanks heaps for watching. Cheers.